Okay, so then we're going to go to that and do this again. Okay. I had started oops. So I went into Zoom and I just started a meeting like I do when I randomly start a meeting. When I have clients that want to meet, and I didn't realize I didn't start my weekly Zoom meeting. So I apologize for technical difficulties. Little brain mishap here. Anyway, where are all my things here, my notes and such. All right, welcome everyone. Welcome those new members that have recently joined. Welcome to the other members on the team, those that are on with us live right now, through Facebook and here in the Zoom, and then those that are catching us on the replay on our YouTube channel. Welcome everybody. So a lot of the groups I'm in, I just want to kind of give a gentle reminder to everyone that when we are patching people and we use LifeWave patches, we are addressing symptoms. With all people, we're addressing symptoms. We're not talking diseases, specific diagnosis, because you don't want compliance coming down on you because of something you've said that can be misleading or misstrued and go against what the company policies are. Because stem cells are limitless. However, when you have to put a specific label on LifeWave and say we're selling it as a wellness patch, we're selling wellness, vitality, energy. We're not selling cures. So just kind of starting that out there, gently throwing that out there, because I see a lot of people asking for things. And I did it myself at the beginning. You know, I wanted to know how to support my thyroid. I wanted to know how to cure my Hashimoto's. So just as a rule of thumb, we treat and support symptoms for people, not diseases themselves. So I updated learntopatch.com. So let me share that with you real quick. We have 2 new protocols that have come from Roy Sojourner, who's a senior presidential director who's been patching people for a decade, almost a decade. So let me find that, minimize that, close that, go to there, unclick off that, click here, click there, hit escape. Technical difficulties. What is wrong with this today? All right. Share screen. There it goes. All right, everybody. Here we go. Learn to patch. Learntopatch.com is a website I created to help give people a few more tools in their toolkit for addressing different therapies and such. And these are protocols that I've compiled from my experience, from experience with people on the team, from experience all over. So I just wanted to share the latest. So one, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, is Energy Booster. And if you can see right here, I've got mine on right here. Now, just kind of as a reminder, when you're trying to find an acupressure point, you use what we've put up there and what we've created as a guideline, but really it's finding that spot that's sensitive around the area that we've called. Even when you get the booklets from LifeWave, you know, you want to go to For example, SP6, which is typically 4 fingers above the left ankle bone for SP6. So you put your 4 fingers above your ankle bone, and then you kind of, once you get there, just give slight pressure around that spot to find if it goes, ooh, and it's a little tender, that's where you want to put your patch. So that's how I located for me my points this morning for my energy enhancer, which I love energy enhancer for the fact that it gives you sustained energy. It's not like coffee. It is not like Adderall. It gives you that long energy that you need all day long. So there's my energy enhancers. So that was my energy boost from this morning. The other new ones that I've put up here are for blood pressure support. So high blood pressure support. So you're going to be using Aeon, carnosine, glutathione, and 2 sets of energy enhancers. So because you are wearing so many patches with these protocols, you need to drink water and make sure that you're supporting your body with all these patches you're putting on. So energy enhancers would be the HT3, part 3, in the inside of the elbows. Now with energy enhancer, it's what we call a dual patch system. What does that mean? That means that there are 2 patches in the system. I can't put my hand on it. There it is. 2 patches in the system. That means you have a white patch and you have a tan patch. See that in the light? White patch and tan patch. It always goes, for me, this is my right hand, white right, tan left. White right, tan left. Remember that. White right, tan left. That's a good rule of thumb for dual patch systems. So I took these little bad boys out, put them on my energy booster this morning, which was great. Now we're using them twice here. One is at K1 on the bottom of the foot. You can find it right under the ball of that foot there, which is about 1/3 down from the top, 2/3 up from the bottom, right in the center of the foot. You've got heart 3 on the elbows here that we talked about earlier. White, right, tan, left. And then you've got Aeon on the back of the neck on GV14, which is typically where you wear your X39. Then you have carnosine, which you wear directly in the middle of your chest, and glutathione, which you would wear 2 fingers below the belly button, which is the CV6, which is, the same spot that they recommend X39. When they say X39 and X49 can be where behind the neck or below the belly button, those are the 2 points, GV14 and CV6. So this is the high blood pressure support system. Wear it for 12 hours, wear it daily, and reevaluate after a month. Blood pressure can be a really tricky thing. And I say this from experience for myself and my family. Not all blood pressure cuffs are the same. And I want to make sure you know that, because if you try to take your blood pressure with an electronic cuff, it doesn't necessarily read it the same as the good old fashioned stethoscope with the blood pressure pumping it up by manually. So, for example, my husband was in the hospital this past week, and they kept coming in with their little cart to hook him up to this blood pressure thing, and they kept telling him he had high blood pressure. Well, his top number was the same every time. It was high. And the bottom number would kind of fluctuate a little bit. So I don't know if it was the machine, if it was the cuff. The cuff wasn't big enough for his arm. I really don't know what it was. But he actually got into an argument with the woman, the nurse. And he said, look, if you take my blood pressure manually and it is that high, I will consider taking your medication. But I'm not taking it because my blood pressure is typically not high, which is true. So here we go she comes in, not happy that she has to manually take it. And it was like 121/73 or something. And he goes, so what would have happened if I had taken your medication that you wanted me to take for my high blood pressure that I do not have? That would have caused problems. So blood pressure can be tricky. So this is something that if you're going to have it reevaluated, make sure you're testing it manually. Even going to a store. I know that our pharmacy that we use down here has one that tests for you. And always work with your doctor. Do not change any medication or do anything without your doctor's consent. So this is the high blood pressure support. We also have blood glucose support. So this is, do you know somebody that needs to test their blood sugars? This would be for them. This uses Aeon, carnosine, 2-glutathione, and a set of energy enhancers. So again, we have Aeon on the back of the neck on the GV14, carnosine on the chest, CV17, right in the middle of the chest across from the nipples, and then CV6, glutathione. Then what they're doing is adding another glutathione on liver 3, which is right between the web of the toes, right back from the big toe and the second toe in. And then we have a set of energy enhancers on SP6, which is the point I was talking about earlier, which is four fingers up from the ankle bone. So again, you want to kind of measure that and then poke around a little bit, push and put pressure to see what's sensitive. And that's where you want to put the patch. So these are two good protocols that came from Roy Sojourner that I just, his imagery was kind of, it's been passed around so much that it was hard to read. It was hard to make out what patches you were using, exactly where you were placing them. So I redid it because that's what I do. I like to have things clear and concise and consistent. So these are the two new protocols. I will be doing another protocol, one that I used myself last week, which was for menstrual cramps. And let me tell you, it got me through the week because I was not a happy camper, and I was able to, I had them in a couple different spots, but I finally found relief in the last location I had them on, and I wore them for, I don't think I took the ice wave off for like 2 days. Definitely more than 24 hours. I wasn't risking a resurgence of cramps. So I just left it on because I was not messing around with that again. So I'm gonna have a new protocol for that up here by next week, by the next Zoom. Right. So did anyone see the clip about Aeon that was back from David's webinar back in January? Because if you didn't, I'm going to play it for you. So back in January, David Schmidt, the owner, inventor of LifeWave, was giving a product webinar about the combination of X39 and Aeon. Now, I've been researching these patches for months, and I know exactly what each of them does, what it raises, what they do to your body, how it affects your body, and all of the things that the benefits to your body. So that being said, the one thing I did not know and I couldn't figure out, and we had our speculations when I was talking to the science people on the team of what it was, but we didn't have any confirmation. So as soon as I knew he was doing something on Aeon, I wanted to jump in on this webinar. So I did. So I'm the nerd asking the question in this, and I wrote it in the chat. I'm so happy he saw it because it was really a shot in the dark. It wasn't even like to the Q&A part. And there are a lot of people on these calls, a lot of people watching David. They just love to watch him. I don't disagree. He's great. He's a great speaker. And he goes into the science of the patches, which for me, nerdy, I love. So here is David speaking to the Aeon.
Now, we're getting asked a question, which is an obvious question: what peptide is it? And, when we talk about the glutathione patch, we say, well, it elevates glutathione. When we talk about carnosine, well, it elevates carnosine. X39 elevates GHK. The reason why we don't mention this peptide is because if you did a Google search on it, the most prominent research shows that it's used in cancer therapy. And we don't want it to appear that we're making a claim that the Aeon patch can be used in cancer therapy. We definitely don't make that claim.
Well, I'll tell you what. Sign me up for the peptide, the unknown peptide, we say. Sign me up for the unknown peptide that fights abnormal cells. I'll take some of those. Not a claim we can make, not a claim we should make. And I know that compliance is out there in full force now, because as LifeWave grows, compliance grows as well. So they're out there looking specifically for people making claims to what this peptide can do. So I'm not making any claims, but I will tell you that I will have some of that unknown peptide, and I will add it. I will have it in my regime. I already do. Lucky me. I wear X39 during the day, and I wear Aeon at night. I actually wear Aeon behind my right ear at night when I sleep. Helps reduce my stress in my body, helps my body calm down to sleep, helps me sleep through the night. I mean, I sleep like a rock anymore. They always say that saying, like, you don't want to sleep like a baby. You want to sleep like your husband. And it's true. I do now. That's wonderful. So I put that behind my ear. So yes, have me. I will have some of those unknown peptides that fight abnormal cells. Sign me up. Keep me signed up, and I will continue to do so, because I think that while they're not making that claim, and that's fine by me, I think just the fact that I know that is astounding. And knowing what I know that the stem cells can do to regenerate Grammy's eyesight, hey, I'll have me some Aeon. So that was the Aeon, and that was the clip from David back in January. That was. Can I help you, sir? No, you're supposed to be downstairs watching your show. Thank you. Josh isn't here tonight, so I'm pulling double duty of trying to do this and keep them occupied, which is challenging. So that's the clip. I did post it on my Facebook. Take it, share it, whatever you want. There's a Vimeo clip, I think, possibly on the YouTube channel. So yes, I will have me some of those unknown peptides. Thank you. So kind of on the business side here, I wanted to share with you about LifeWave. Everybody says that, oh, it's a pyramid scam. Well, no, definitely not. Those are illegal. LifeWave issued a statement, press release back in 2011 that they joined they were accepted as members into the Direct Selling Association. So I just want to share that here with you. I will add a link to it at the bottom of this on the YouTube channel, so you can see it. But I do want you to know that what's so great about this is also the long list of well-known companies that have been around for quite a long time, almost as long as LifeWave, and that they also are direct members of the Direct Selling Association. So that list includes Arbonne, Mary Kay, Melaleuca, Herbalife, Pampered Chef, Plexus, Pure Haven, Usborne, Sensi, Rodan Fields. Let me think of some others. Young Living. So it definitely joins the list with a lot of different companies that have been around that do the same thing, direct selling. I think Sensi was another one. Rodan Fields, Shakely. David also released an article that I will also link. And it's a nice article where he goes in to explain why he made that decision. So I will go in and why LifeWave went to a direct sales model, and why he chose that. And I will go in and I will add that also to the links at the bottom, so that you guys can take a look at them and read them for yourselves, because it's not a pyramid scam. Those are illegal. This is a direct selling association, and it's a great way to make some side cash. It's a great way to make money to pay for the patches that you wear. at the very least, which is awesome. Um, and the best part about it is that you're selling something that help people. That I mean, everybody should wear this stuff because I feel the world would be a better place if everybody just patched. Um, the amount of healing that this gives people is really immeasurable because for myself, especially with my knees, I could barely walk last year, and now I'm considering running again. So there's a lot with these patches that not only am I helping people, making some money to supplement my own patches for my own wellness. So to me, it's a no brainer. I'll continue to do this because I love it. Um, that being said, the Nirvana. I don't know if people saw that Nirvana is sold out. So Nirvana is one of the patches that is very well known for us for enhancing moods, increasing your increasing. Oh, come on! I just drew a blank. Dopamine, endorphins. Thank you.
Endorphins.
Thank you. I was like, "Oh, the word's gonna come to me. I'm gonna have a sip of tea. Endorphins. It raises 6 different endorphins in your body. So how can you not feel better with endorphins raised in your body? I call it my meltdown manager. So when the kids are having a meltdown, I literally stick it to the back of their shirt. They don't even know that I've done it. And within a minute, they've calmed down enough that I can actually talk to them like a human being. Like, what's going on? What happened? Did your brother hit you? So after we found out that Nirvana was going to be discontinued as a system, it's a patch and a supplement. After we found out that was going to be discontinued, I got together with a bunch of people in the quantum healing team, which is Sandra Bizkind's big team, and we created a way to gather information and signatures to hand David. And we collected over 500 signatures from different team members across the globe that wanted Nirvana saved. And they had very compelling reasons as to why, whether it was for them or for their clients. Um, it was amazing. I'm so happy that I was able to help with that because we just wanted them to save the patch, right? Because I use it all the time. I use it. The kids use it. I have team members that use it. Were devastated to hear that it was going to be discontinued. So the fact that we were able to convince corporate to say, "Hey, can we at least keep the patch?" was awesome. So what they have to do is it's off the market now. It is sold out. Now it's sold out on corporate's website. If you still need some, I do have some of the systems still together. In fact, I just sold 2. I think I have 2 more left of the whole system. Now I don't use the whole system. I just use the patches. But I have 2 left with the supplement and the patches. So if you know someone that's still looking, that still needs it, let me know. Reach out to me, email me, and we can work on getting that to you. Um, but they're taking it off the market. They have to resubmit the paperwork that they do to re-release it as a patch only system. So I'm hoping that will happen quickly. We don't really know. We can only speculate that I'm hoping it happens before their corporate convention in October. So I'm stocked up because I don't want to lose my Nirvanas. And I'm using them sparingly as well because I don't want to run out of my meltdown manager. It is a key tool in my house. So this year, speaking of the convention, this year kicks off their 20th anniversary. So LifeWave is not a fly-by-night company. It has been around for 20 years. So this year, this corporate, they're kicking off their 20th year. They are 85% sold out. They expect to sell out within the next 2 weeks. So if you want to attend and you haven't secured your ticket yet, please go and do that. I will again add that in the bottom of this so it's easy for you to find. I do know that the first hotel that they had directly at the convention center, the rooms are sold out. So they're securing a second hotel, which I'm hearing is a sky bridge away. So they're hoping to release more rooms soon for everyone to have. Um, if not, those on my team are welcome to join me in College Park to stay in a brand new house that I designed, which I'm going to have access to. So I'm so excited to stay in a house I designed. Um, Also, this week is the last week of the promotion. So this is the promotion where that's the convention, Heart to Heart, October 12th to the 14th. Um, the convention or the rank up in June. So this is the last week of June. If you haven't yet ranked up as a manager, as a director, senior director, executive director, presidential director, senior presidential director, now's your chance to earn some extra money. So I love LifeWave is fantastic to be offering this to people. I was fortunate enough to have this same promotion running in October. So I ranked up to manager back in October. I just missed ranking up to director and getting a bonus for that. Unfortunately, I did not, but I've got my eyes set on senior director. I've got my eyes set on senior director for their next promotion. So look out. I also heard that LifeWave is going to have a new headquarters in Florida. I think Lehigh, I heard. Be wrong on the location, but I heard all kinds of cool speculation about how high tech and sci-fi it's going to be because David really loves all of that Iron Man and Star Wars, Star Trek, high tech stuff, and I'm excited to hear more about it and see it architecturally from an architectural standpoint. Um, the last thing I wanted to follow us on YouTube. There's our YouTube channel. Take a look, learn more. Um, the right screen. Do that again. There it goes. This is our YouTube channel, so you can follow us on YouTube. We also have our website, patchingpartners.com. There's a business training tab at the top, which I've uploaded 10 different videos to watch. These are from corporate to help you get started with your LifeWave business. And we're also going to be doing training tutorials coming up that are going to be just short, sweet, to the point training videos about each of the patches. They'll each have their own little short video that not only you can use, but that you could hopefully share with people on your team that want to know more about a specific patch. So that will be coming soon. Yes, that's it. So this week, as I said before, has been a pretty stressful week. So I've really relied on Icewave, Nirvana, Aeon for myself to get through it. It was pretty stressful with Josh, with everything going on. My energy enhancers, those were wonderful. Came in handy for sure. Any questions? Any questions? Comments? Their favorite patch of the week? My other laptop up. There is something. I don't know if we're quite ready to announce it yet, but we have another surprise coming in the mix. We would have had it this week. Unfortunately, we've had some there was a family friend that passed, and then we had my husband in the hospital for the week. So it's been a pretty stressful week, like I said before. So we didn't get a chance to check off all the things that we had ready to go for this week to unveil something to you. So we'll have to put that off till next week, but I'm still excited about it. And I really want to tell you, but I can't, unfortunately. Something new and fresh. Um, those were all the things I wanted to really say. I'm just so I'm just so blessed to be a part of such an awesome team. I'm so blessed to have my family support. I'm just so blessed to have this little extra income that comes in every month. It's amazing. I don't know what I'd do without it. I don't know what I'd do without these patches. I would not be living like I am now. I would still be in survival mode. I would still be kicking the can down the road, dealing with everybody else and helping everybody else but myself. And so I'm so glad that last year, been almost a year, I took it upon myself to address me and start to do something for me because I don't know where I would be right now if I hadn't done that. So I'm so thankful to the patches and the team that I've put together and all the people that I've met along the way. I cannot wait for convention to meet all of these amazing, inspirational people in person and give them all hugs because they're just so awesome. Sandra Bizkind being at the top of that list because she's really an inspirational person to follow. So if you have time on Tuesdays, I highly recommend patching in, patching in, tapping into her Zoom. She does a Zoom. It's Patch Me Up Babe. It's her team, which is very large. They get together every Tuesday. Now it's hard on Tuesdays for me to do that, so I do this Monday night thing. Um, because you're going to meet all different kinds of people from her team, doctors, veterinarians, functional, holistic. I mean, it's fascinating, the team. And even if you have people that want to learn about the patches that aren't quite sure, whatever, have them join that call. It's an amazing call. They don't sell anything. They're not trying to sell anything. Um, so don't you can send anyone there. They're not going to take your prospect from you or anything like that, but just tapping into that as a resource, not only for yourself, but to share with your team members it's really a great resource to have. So I highly recommend that. I will add that as well into the comments here. And now I really need to make sure that I have my list of things that I'm adding in the comments here, because if not, you guys are going to be like, she's a fibber and not adding things into the comments. Um, like she says she will. So there. So that's the list. So hey, join us, Andrea. Do you have any updates? I'd love to hear how your knees are doing, how you're feeling, and what's going on with you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Ken.
Okay, sorry, I'm not very savvy. I have an MRI tomorrow for my knees, so I guess we'll see what that has to say, but I've been feeling pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So is this MRI something that is a follow-up from a previous, or is it something that you're doing
Yeah, I think
yourself to compare?
so I went to the orthopedic last week and they said I'd like to get an MRI, just to see where we're at, but he did the x-ray, nothing looked anything different or any change. You can't really tell a lot on x-ray, so I'm curious to see what the MRI says because I've been feeling pretty good. I did 22,000 steps the other day. I was a little bit sore, but I sat down and then I forgot about it. Like after I got up, I was fine.
You're amazing. I was a little
I know,
sore,
right?
That's amazing. 22,000 steps. Yes.
Well, it wasn't by my choice. I was in Pittsburgh and the girls were at a concert, so I was just walking around a lot. So,
That's awesome. That's great.
yeah.
All right. So those that don't know, when Andrea, you started patching just after I did, I mentioned something about my knees on Facebook and you were like, what are you doing? And before Andrea was patching, she couldn't walk. She struggled to walk. Steps were a struggle, correct? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, no, you're right.
I remember you telling me something about you were walking downtown and people would like ask you, like, are you okay? Do you need help? As if you're a frail old woman.
It was bad. I mean, it
Yeah.
was bad.
So when I went to visit her after she started patching, she was waltzing, dancing up
It
and
was
down her stairs. Like, look at me. Look what I can do now. This is amazing.
yeah, it's but definitely transformational for sure. I mean, it's wonderful. So I just patched Pete. He felt like his kidneys were hurting him. And so I just went off the top of my head and just I felt like, I'm gonna feel what I'm gonna do. And I don't even know if this is a protocol or not, but I did energy enhancer on each side and then an X39 in the center. And just a little while he goes, hey, guess what? No pain.
Yep. That's what I would have said, energy enhancer or ice wave. Just like you did, just like you said.
Yep.
And
I
whether
was
you
like,
did
which one?
X39 on the neck, like right above it, like in a triangle, or
I did
in line with
honestly,
it.
I did a line.
Yep.
I just kind of felt like this was it. I don't know. It didn't even look. I go, this just feels like something that feels right. If it's a located area of the pain. So, and he says he's feeling fine.
Good. Good.
And he was napping today. He was like, not feeling good at all. So now he's fine.
Good. That's great to hear.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't really want to give up my energy enhancers because I just recently found out you can burn up to extra 300 calories a day. So it was
Yes, you can.
mine,
No, you can't have those. They're mine. That's funny. That's how I feel about Nirvana lately. It's like,
Oh no.
really, do you need Nirvana? How badly do you need Nirvana? I asked myself that question before I put it on me. I'm like, how badly do you need this Nirvana? So this week I've needed it for sure.
Oh,
But
I love Nirvana.
I know, but the fact that we don't know when it's coming back is the part that has me worried. I don't want to blow through my stash and be like,
I know.
Nirvana.
I know. And I don't use it every day, but I use it when I need it. Like maybe if I'm driving a long distance, like I was last week,
Mm-hmm.
Just certain times that you just feel like I need this, but I don't need it every day.
Yeah, agreed. Oh, I forgot to show you all what I got in the mail.
Nice.
My little life wave. Swag.
It's cool. I love it. It's like a trucker hat.
Nice, yes. Little trucker
Yoo-hoo.
hat. Pretty cool.
Totally. Yeah, you go. Now you're talking.
So yeah, no, I'm excited about that. Oliver thinks it's his, which is funny. I'm like, oh well,
Yeah,
whatever. If you want to wear it, that's cool. Nice. Well, we'll be up there in a couple weeks. So you should come join us. We're gonna have a
I'm going to.
party.
Yep, I plan on it.
Awesome. Up at Inner You Healing and Wellness up at Megan's place up in
Yep.
Geneva. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna try to figure out how to promote that a little bit more on Facebook and online before the event, like do a paid advertisement or something to kind of get the word out there a little bit. Because I think it's gonna be fun either way. I think it's gonna be
So I saw that you were talking about high blood pressure, and I
Yes.
think I missed all that.
You might, yes, I did that earlier, but I'm gonna repost this. Don't worry, I'll repost it so you can catch it.
Okay.
You can also go to learntopatch.com. I posted those protocols on that website, on the blog there.
Okay, because my sister just recently said she had high blood pressure, and I was like, "Oh, hang on." And then a couple days go by, and then you have this tonight, and I'm like, "Oh, perfect! I can find out." And I
Crazy how
was
things
out on
work,
the lake.
right?
What's that?
Crazy how things work, right?
I know, I love it. I love when stuff like that happens.
Yeah, no, I'll put this up on Patching Partners. So you can listen to it, you can share it to her, whatever you want to do. You can send her the website or all of the above, whatever.
Okay.
So awesome.
Cool.
You guys have any questions before we sign off for the evening? Any questions? Any updates? We'll say that emergency rooms don't like patches. We'll say that. Hospitals don't
Oh,
like patches. They don't like them.
I
They
can
don't know
only
what they are.
imagine.
They don't like them. They don't know what they are. They're like, oh well. I wore mine right here, my glutathione, because I'm telling you, I don't know what I would do without glutathione. 2 days ago, 3 days ago, there's so much going on that I'm like, you're not allowed to be sick, Kate. That's it. Kate, you cannot be sick. I woke up, I had a sore throat, my head started to be congested, and I'm like, this is not cool. You are not allowed to do this. So I'm like, glutathione, glutathione. Like I just had glutathione on my body consistently. And it surfaced. I was a little snotty, but I didn't get sick. I had a little bit of a cough, but I didn't get sick. So, and it's pretty much gone now. Like my voice is a little still, but it's not, it's not terrible. Thank you, glutathione. 'Cause I don't have time to be sick. I'm taking care of everybody else that's got things going on. So thank you, glutathione. That was my definitely my patch winner of the week. That and Nirvana.
I like that.
So, all right. Well, I am going to go find out what the kids have torn apart downstairs because Josh isn't here. And I'll post all this online so you guys can see it. And I look forward to seeing you both in 2 weeks. Because I can't wait.
Ditto, ditto, ditto.
So I will see you all in 2 weeks. And that's it. Have a great night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.